Coming up towards 7:25, 7:26 in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's talk a bit of sport, and not bacchanal this time, nothing to do with gymnastics for the moment. We want to talk about athletics, because tomorrow and Thursday, hundreds of students will be participating in the National Secondary Schools Track and Field Championships at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. The formal opening is going to be at 9:30. Tomorrow, actual competition scheduled for 10 o'clock, and they go until 5 o'clock, just around that time, both days. This year's edition will feature current Carifta champions Tariq Horsford and Akani Hislop, former winner Gemini's Paris, and many, many more. Well, to give us more information, we're joined by the second vice president of the Secondary Schools Track and Field Association, Joseph Brewster. Good morning, Mr. Brewster.
Good morning.
Thanks very much for joining us. And you know, there will always be the comparisons with the Jamaicans, and they are champs and always a big deal, and plays full up in the National Stadium in Kingston and so on. What can people look forward to our Secondary Schools Championships beginning tomorrow?
Well, first of all, we have all our Carifta athletes coming in. All right, so we expect real excitement. We have our 8 zones in Trinidad and Tobago, and from those zones we have many athletes. Some of them who made Carifta, some who almost made Carifta, and of course hundreds who didn't. And we expect to not only display these talents, but we expect to unearth new stars at our events. So excitement end to end. I
should mention as well that the admission is just $20 for those out of uniform. School uniform we're talking about. Don't turn up with your banking uniform and say, oh, you want to pay just $10. The school uniform is $10. And out of uniform, $20 adults and so on. So it's a virtual giveaway to see action at the championships. We are in an Olympic year, and there's always a greater level of excitement in an Olympic year, even though, of course, these athletes have a while to go before they reach up to that level. How would you describe the athletic scene at the secondary school level in Trinidad and Tobago in 2016? How would you describe it?
Well, it's exciting. It's really exciting. As I say, it's an Olympic year, and we have athletes who they're not vying for the Olympics, but the senior Olympics, that is. They are the juniors and so on going on. So it's really exciting at the moment. We at the association, we try to spread the word to get more schools, more students coming out to be able to put their talent out there, to look for new talent. So it's really exciting.
How difficult is it to spread that gospel of athletics, specifically in your case, and I suppose in the broader context, sport in general, in a school environment where there are all sorts of issues, all sorts of different challenges? Sometimes parents say, nah, this season you have exams coming up, no time for no track and field, no time for no cricket, football, basketball, volleyball, hockey, gymnastics, whatever it is. From your point of view, from your executive's point of view, are you seeing a willingness from secondary schools to have athletics, track and field as part of their program?
The first question is how difficult it is.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult. We have a culture in Trinidad and Tobago about academia being #1. And that is probably the #1 thing that holds us back. We really don't see how far sports go, even though we have live examples.
Yeah.
We have the Keishons and the others, and even if you look in the region,
yes, you
have Usain and so on. Plenty of people don't give the respect to sportsmen and sportswomen out there. So that's one. Then, of course, as you say, homework, other things that take precedent. And so it's a very difficult job, but we keep on pressing. We welcome sponsors to come on board. We welcome community support. We welcome parents to come on board. So we keep pressing, hoping that one day it will just click and it happens.
Well, as you talk about challenges, we are in a go-over season. We're in a difficult economic. Have you been able to get significant corporate support? Have you been able to get sponsors to come on board to support the event over the next couple of days?
Well, our #1 sponsor is the Ministry of Education, right? But we have this year with us so far SM Janil, who would be our beverage sponsor. So far, those are the two we're working with so far.
And that must be a challenge in itself generally, because even outside of difficult economic times, sport, in the same way that maybe even the schools themselves are indifferent towards sport, corporate Trinidad and Tobago, wider Trinidad and Tobago, seems sometimes find it difficult to identify with certain sporting activities. What has that experience been like in terms of attracting corporate support?
Well, it's the same, you know, because from my own experience in sport, apart from track and field, you know, you look in and you see people waiting to see. You know, they stand at the edges and they wait to see when is this thing going to take off. When is the water going to be the right temperature for me to jump in? Not
realizing that they could very well infuse their support and help it to get to that level.
Exactly, and that's what we need. We need people to come on board, not to take a risk, but to make an investment in the future of Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, you look at it, the recession is on. No matter what people say, it's on.
Yeah.
And things going to get tougher. That will have a psychological and a social effect. And because of that, young people, some of them will get really frustrated. Sports is the #1 thing to them. You know, you put sports out there, you have your athletes after school training for hours. When they get home, they're tired, hopefully. You know, and between the training and the cell phone, they're well occupied.
Yeah.
Right?
So no chance to get involved in,
exactly.
in too many negative activities.
So you get some sponsors out there who come out and put out and give them an opportunity to do more, to go further. Because, I mean, tomorrow's championship and next day is the culmination of a season, you know, that started way back in October, right? But I mean, many persons would not have heard about that.
Sure.
We had a cross-country run in the Savannah. We had a 5K run in San Grande. We had 8 zonals in all the districts, and then we had a relay festival in Larry Gomes in February. But without sponsors, you really don't hear about those things.
Exactly, and I think this is one of the challenges for so many sporting organizations, especially school-based ones, who provide sporting activity for thousands of students with very little support, with very little attention as well. But let's talk positive and talk about tomorrow and Thursday, because this, as you said, this is the culmination.
Right.
Is it going to run the usual way that a track and field meet goes, that it ends with the relays and all of those events, and that you've got a full series of field events as well? What's it going to be like?
Yes, we have everything. Except for the pole vault.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have much.
That's something we need to develop.
Yeah.
We need to get someone out of the blue winning a gold medal in Rio
that's
in the pole vault or something.
Right, except for the pole vault. We have everything else. And of course, we do have the hammer as well.
Yeah.
But we have a full cadre of field events that run simultaneously with the tracks. On the first day, we end with the 4x1 100-meter relays. On the second day, we end with the 4x4 100 meters. And it's real excitement.
And they're going to be in age group categories?
Yes, we have 4 age groups, under 14, 16, under 18 and over 18.
Okay, and as we talk about, you know, the field events, a pity that we haven't developed a culture in pole vault and hammer throwing as yet. But have you seen, and other members of your exec, have they been reporting back that there's been an increase in athletes in field events, especially since Kishon Walcott, Cleopatra Burrell have excelled in field events? Have you actually seen more youngsters getting involved in field events?
Yeah, there has been an upsurge in the field events, and along with that upsurge, there has been some record performances. Of course, Horsford.
Tariq Horsford.
Yeah, he did very, very well. Apart from him, there are others who are doing very, very well in the long jump, the triple jump, the shot, as the case may be. And so there has been an upsurge in it, and the performances have come to prove that we are well on our way to becoming probably a field events country.
And in the little time that you have available, just about 60 seconds left, what are you saying to those members of wider Trinidad and Tobago who might be saying, I wonder if it's worthwhile coming down tomorrow after work or in the afternoon, if I could get some time off to look at the athletics, the championships tomorrow or Thursday? What are you saying to those people?
I'm saying it's worth the investment. Walk with some pilau and come down. Right, you come down, come sit up in the stands, walk with your colors, right? Walk with your drums, your noise, and
support your school.
Yeah, if you're quiet, just come in. Support your school. all of us went to some school somewhere. I mean, I teach at Okosek.
Yeah.
I went to Northeastern College. I support both of them because, I mean, I'm there. But walk, support, come out, make some noise, work with the family, take the children out of school and bring them.
Well, if we get permission, of course, because you just walk out to the school. You don't want to cause any controversy.
That's right.
But Mr. Brewster, thanks very much for joining us this morning. Joseph Brewster, second Vice President of the Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Track and Field Association. Championships get underway tomorrow. Again, there's a ceremony at 9:30, actual competition at 10 o'clock all day until about 5 o'clock both days, ending on both days with the relays, the 4x1 tomorrow, the 4x4 on Thursday, and it's just $20 for adults and those outside of school, out of school uniform. If you are in school uniform, you pay just $10. Should be some really good track and field athletic activity to lift our spirits about the young people of Trinidad and Tobago. 7:36, we'll be back after this.